first of all, I got to ask about the shirt. Carolina?
Yeah. So my youngest daughter is committed to play volleyball there.
There you go. Congrats, guys.
So I am now a very big Tar Heel fan.
There you go.
Go Heels.
So what stood out to you now through 3 days of camp? What or who, I should say?
Well, regarding the what, I think Andrew Munson, who's the head coach, John Beckett, Cam Griffin, Elvis Valcarcel, all those guys have done a hell of a job. It's really neat because I go back to when I was an assistant, and you get an opportunity to coach a summer league team and how much you put into it. And so I'm really impressed with the job they're doing. As far as the players, Adam, I think these guys are coming in, working hard, and I've seen improvement from day 1 to 2 to day 3. And, you start off with Duran. You could tell day 1 it was like a lot coming at him. And he was better day 2, and he was better day 3. Settling down, simplifying some things, and getting used to our terminology and how we play. Trey, I've been really impressed with him. His ability to play on the ball, off the ball, get by people, make his teammates better, shoot the ball. He's been really well coached, obviously, at Creighton, as has Darren at Dayton. So, and then PJ Hall, man, how can you not love that kid? Big, strong, physical, skilled, shoots the ball extremely well. Kind of neat that him and Hunter Tyson were roommates. I'd love to hear some of those stories because I know they got some good ones. And then all the other guys that are here are just working hard, understanding how we're trying to play, and it's been a real joy to be in the gym with these guys.
So what's this time of year like for you? Are you in full coach mode? Is it just kind of be in the gym and be around the guys, or what's the balance for you?
Yeah, the balance is, giving the coaches and the players space, but also, it's really hard for me to be in a gym and not coach. So going back and forth today was a scrimmage day, going back and forth between the huddles, drawing up plays, correcting guys on defensive mistakes, grabbing guys to have one-on-one conversations, because I want them to know, I'm not coaching the summer league, but I am invested in this summer league, and I am going to be a part of it. Compared to last year, we won it, and I had very little interaction with the summer league team, and I wanted to go the other way. I wanted to be a part of it, so the players and coaches all know that I'm here and supporting everything they're trying to do.
Trey mentioned looking up to Jamal Murray. Have you seen any similarities in their game?
I mean, Jamal is a special player. So I always hate comparing young players coming into players that are as established as Jamal and have the resume that Jamal Murray has. With that being said, the comparisons are, Jamal's a true combo. At Kentucky, he played off the ball. For the national team, he plays on and off the ball. For us, he was our backup 2 guard coming in, and now he's our starting 1. Their ability to handle the ball, create for themselves, shoot the ball from deep, make their teammates better. There are definitely similarities, but obviously Trey, as an incoming rookie, has a lot of room to continue to grow. But he has been impressive these first 3 days, and I've really enjoyed watching him play.
Have you seen anyone really step up as a leader so far over these past 3 days?
The guys that have been here, I have to give a lot of credit to Julian Strawther. Rolled his ankle a little bit today, so didn't play a lot. He's been in our gym every day. Hunter Tyson, he's been in our gym every day, way before summer league practice. They've been putting the time in, working with our coaches, working with our strength coaches, and those two, I think, have set the tone. Jaylen Pickett has been in our gym a bunch. Those 3 guys, returning players, familiar with who we are, what we're trying to do, I think are helping all these other new players coming in to get acclimated, to get comfortable. But that's what it's about. We want our young players in our gym, working hard, getting better, and the guys that have been here have done that.
Coach, I know family is very important for the team, the organization. Can you tell us a little bit about Parker Brown and Walter Ellis, just how they sort of became a part of this?
Yeah, well, obviously, Parker, obviously Christian Brown's family was at Santa Clara, transferred to Kansas, and we've done that over the years, as you know. We've had Jonte Porter is with us. We've tried to, if guys can play, have them have a home. Will Barton's brother, back back in the day when I first got here, was on a summer league team. So, and we don't just give anybody a spot. Like Parker can play. He was at Kansas for a reason. He's a very good player. And then Walter Ellis, obviously, have a huge respect for LaFonso, his dad. I've met his mom as well. They'll be in Vegas. He did a hell of a job coaching the TBT last year. LaFonso did. And Walter's been a part of our G League team up in Grand Rapids. So I think anytime you can bring people in who are part of the Nuggets extended family, that only helps continue the culture that we've tried to create here in my 9 going on 10 years.
Julian said he's been working on his playmaking. What do you want to see from him in this second year or so?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, he's not just a scorer. We saw it during the year. He has the ability to put the ball on the floor. He attacks closeouts. When we drafted him, we knew that he was a great mid-range shooter, runner. But we want to expand his game. We feel that he's a guy in today's NBA that can play the one. You think about this past year, we had so many different guys try to fill that position of being a backup point guard. And we think Julian has all the tools as he continues to work on that, not to be a full-time point guard, but be a guy that we can play second side pick and roll with, be a secondary ball handler, because we did not have a lot of that. So the more we can develop within, to have more ball handling, playmaking guards out there, that's only going to help our team.
Is that different than like how Christian was kind of developed, especially at the beginning of last year? I feel like some of the stuff with Christian was like taking the ball off rebounds, setting up the offense that way.
Yeah, I mean, similar. Obviously, CB was our backup one at times this year. And obviously, when you're out there with Aaron and Nikola, you always have a backup power forward and backup center in those guys. But the more guys that can initiate, the more guys that can play pick and roll, make a pocket pass, make the right reads. You look at Boston, and how many guys do they have on the floor? They had 4 guys at times that could all handle, break their man down off the dribble, play pick and roll. And I think that's only going to help not just Julian and CB, but just our entire offense.
What do you, if you could narrow it down to 1 or 2 things, what do you most want to see from Jaylen?
Yeah, I want to see his ability to play with pace, make or miss, not walk the ball up, get that ball over half court, attack the clock, get downhill, be more vocal, run his team as a point guard. And, he's so used to having the ball in his hands a ton, and obviously had a hell of a career at Penn State doing so. But with us and our style of play, getting off the ball, and when he gets it back, looking to make plays, get downhill. But anytime you're a point guard, man, I think the most important things are, can you run your team? Can you make your teammates better? Can you make open shots? And then defensively, can you be a guy that is guarding one-on-one and containing, and in pick and rolls, making sure you're doing your job of getting into the ball and being physical. He's so strong. We want him to be able to use that physique and his strength to his advantage out there.
You touched on it, but how has Derick White really stepped up and kind of adjusted, I guess, just over these past couple of days?
Yeah, I give him credit, because what I love about him is that you can tell day one, I had to grab him and pull him because he was putting so much pressure on himself to be perfect, not make a mistake. And the message was simple. I want you to make mistakes. You're a rookie coming in. Don't worry about making mistakes. Every day you're going to get better and better. You're going to get more comfortable, and you have a great coaching staff around you that's here to help you. So I said, take a breath, man. Relax. Enjoy this. And you're here for a reason. We wanted you. We love that you're here. And it's going to be an exciting summer league for him and all the other players. But I've seen a noticeable improvement because I think he's relaxed. He's letting the game come to him. He's not trying to do too much and just playing his game. And if he does that, he's going to have a chance to have a very big impact this summer.
Are you guys still trying to add free agency to try to add to this team for next year, depth, etc.?
Yeah. I mean, I can't really get into all those names and conversations because there's a lot of things still in the works. But we still have a couple of roster spots open that we're looking to add some players that can help us try to get back to being in the championship.
And how much do you rely on current players kind of talking about guys they want?
Yeah, I think, for us, we have guys that have been here for, Nicola's going on 10 years, Jamal's going on 9 years. They've been a huge part of us going from a team that was a non-playoff team to being in the playoffs 6 years in a row, winning a championship, and 6 years in a row making the playoffs. So we always talk about trust in this building. So we trust our players. Ultimately, obviously, Josh Kroenke, our owner, Calvin Booth, our general manager, myself as a head coach, will make those decisions, but you'd be foolish not to have conversations and input from your players. I think our players understand what this team needs, and they have feel for players that we've competed against for many years now.
Can I get back to your first answer about the target thing? You've reached the high of the high for you, for what you could do. But what's it feeling like when you want to accomplish something like that? I mean, you're talking about family matters most. It had to be something.
Yeah. No, well, this was, she committed there last summer. So last summer was like a summer of dreams. Like you can't make it up. We won a championship, which is incredible. I go to Chicago for volleyball nationals. My daughter's team, Colorado Juniors, based out of Monument, Colorado. They go to Chicago and win the nationals. And my daughter was named MVP. My father was honored at Summer League. So there were so many great things. And then shortly thereafter, she had some great decisions, opportunities, scholarship offers, but she felt that UNC, their coaching staff, and the academics, the school. So it was a dream come true. And very proud of her and all she's done.
As a coach, obviously you're a basketball coach. How much advice do you give her, or you just more dad role for her?
Well, I'm glad that my daughters chose not to play basketball, because I would have had a really hard time going to their games and sitting there and being the dad that just kind of claps. I get a little emotional at times, they say. But my wife played volleyball in college, and I've started to understand the game, but I've relaxed. I'm there to support my daughter, and she's put so much time and effort into it. My oldest daughter, Caitlin, is up at CU Boulder. She plays club volleyball up there, so I'm just proud of them both for being great kids, and they've made my wife and I very proud.
Obviously, Olympics coming up. Derick White going to compete. We found out today. What's your relation with him? Do you know him? Obviously, the Colorado kid.
Yeah, what a great story. You know, I have gotten to know him a little bit. He was in our gym a few summers ago when he was back home playing with our guys. And you look at his story, you know, going to UCCS, then to CU, going to San Antonio, and then winning a championship in Boston. You always root for hometown kids that things didn't come easy. He had to work for everything he's got. So I have a tremendous amount of respect for Derick and what he's been able to accomplish. I know he just had a camp down at Parker. Looked like it was a packed house. So he's giving back to his community, which is always great to see. So yeah, I mean, always root for guys like Derick White and wish him continued success. Katie Wingy's got to ask a question. It would not be a complete media session.
Since for us, Nikola goes off the grid, have you talked to Nikola Jokic? Can you give us an update on how he's doing?
I have not had many conversations. You know, I want to. He's involved with our national team, fully engrossed in that. I get updates from people over there, but summertime, I try to give these guys some room to breathe. But everything I've heard, he's doing well, he's healthy. And I tell you, these Olympics are going to be incredible. You know, I watched the Greek-Croatia game the other day, and then you look what Jose Alvarado in Puerto Rico did. So excited to watch the Olympics and how they unfold. Obviously rooting for Jamal in Canada, rooting for Serbia and Nikola, and just hoping and praying that everybody is healthy when the Olympics are over.
Thank you, Coach.
Great to see everybody.